Welcome to the Black Hills Small Business Podcast. I'm Tristan Emond with Mindful Living Realty.
And I'm Angelia Dale with Gateway Mortgage. Join us as we sit down with Black Hills small business owners, learn about their businesses, and tell their stories.
We're doing it now on the Black Hills Small Business Podcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black Hills Small Business Podcast. Today with Guy Siverson with Graceful Touch Massage. Thanks, Guy, for being with us here today.
Good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Well, start off by telling us a little bit just about yourself personally, maybe your family, just about you and who you are.
So myself, together with my wife, we've been married since 2007, and we started out in Spokane. We come from the Pacific Northwest and found ourselves here eventually in South Dakota.
Welcome. Yeah. Very beautiful over there in Pacific Northwest.
It is very beautiful.
I've been over there a few times.
Yes.
And it's a great place to visit for sure. Yeah. So let's talk about your business. Tell us about your business and what services you provide.
So our business is in massage therapy, and we provide massage. That sounds simple enough, but the way that we provide massage is quite a bit different than what a lot of other people will receive from other practitioners. Our specialty, our signature massage, is what we call muscle therapy. The only problem with calling it muscle therapy is there isn't such a massage available out there that we're aware of, so we call it deep tissue muscle therapy. So when people come into our office, they think, well, we want Swedish because I don't want to hurt.
Right.
Well, the situation is with our particular way that we have reconstructed the whole concept of deep tissue massage, you don't hurt with us. And if you go out and look at Google at our reviews, you see that time and again, I can't believe I can get out of pain without it being a pain. And that really is a signature for us. We do not believe that in order to get rid of the pain in the shoulder or the lower back or what have you, that you actually have to cause the person to hurt in order to make that happen.
Cool. I like to hurt.
I'm a very deep tissue person. Yep, I walk away going, oh, that hurt.
So I have people that come in just like you guys that say, oh, I like the hurt. When they experience the difference with our massage and process, they say, this is much better.
Mm-hmm.
And not only is it much better, but typically when you walk away from your traditional deep tissue massage, you're going to be hurting for 2 or 3 days in recovery. Not so with ours. Not only that, but the traditional deep tissue massage typically does not last as long as what the results of having a service from us. So you get longer service, less recovery time, and better results.
So I also see a lot of other things you've got there. They've got a lot of posters on the wall for other therapies. Yeah. What else do you provide?
So what else we also provide is what's called lymphatic fluid management. That's dealing with the colon and the front side, which massage therapists don't typically work. But we do through the usage of a lymphatic machine. My wife also does what's called lymphatic massage, but lymphatic fluid management is completely different from lymphatic massage. Lymphatic fluid management, you're dealing with the lymph nodes here on the armpit, underneath here, and on the throat, opening those up so you have the flow. Whereas lymphatic fluid management, it's much more of a frontal type approach. Notice how I don't use the word massage with that because it's not a massage. It's more of a treatment. We also have over 50 different brand name products that are Graceful Touch brand that cover everything from pain relief to I think our latest one that we've just come out with our formulator focuses on polio recovery. Wow. Yeah. So basically with us, if we don't already have it on the shelf, then if you have something that you're wrestling with and you want that natural alternative remedy solution and we don't have it, well, we'll have our formulator who has been in the business for over 40 years come get in contact with the person, talk with them about what's going on, come up with a formulation, and we've yet not to hit the bullseye every single time. So it's just our product line works well.
Nice.
Because especially we're like said, I'm a naturopath, so I try to do as much as I can, and aches and pains and things like that. So that's interesting, especially with polio.
Yeah, and polio is a pretty big situation. We also have dementia. We be gone. We also have fibromyalgia be gone. 50 different items within the health arena available.
Yeah. So then, do you go out and do any shows or any?
Our main focus on that would be online. Okay. We have a product website. May I share the URL?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. gracefultouchproducts.org. And then we have our service website, gracefultouch.org.
Okay.
Both of those together.
And then I see most everybody comes into your office at the scheduled time, whether it's for the massage or for the lymphatic treatment, or even to check out your selection of products.
We try to be available anytime for the products, but if my wife's doing a massage and I'm doing a massage, well, then there's a problem there. So they don't necessarily need to schedule appointment for the products, but they need to make sure we're available.
Right. Yeah, makes sense. Sure. Cool. What do you feel about Rapid City? Why did you move to Rapid City? Tell us your story about why. Well, let's go back to your actual. What made you decide, hey, I'm going to do massage therapy and all the products? Tell us that story.
Oh, I would never be a massage therapist. The last thing in the world that I would ever think to do would be massage therapy. Best thing in the world that I've ever done is massage therapy.
Right.
And within this scope, we were living in St. Mary's, Idaho, up in the mountains, 20 degrees below during the winter, 6 feet of snow. Why do I provide those details? Well, because where we were living was in a teepee. And we lived there for about 2 years, and it was fun. It was time to move. And found out that our church has a school here in massage here. Well, we went ahead and moved in this direction to see what would happen. The problem is my wife has dyslexia. There's absolutely no way that she could ever pass the national NBLEX exam. So that's why, even though she had been told for years to pursue this direction, she never had. Well, when we got on campus, the science teacher came up to me and said, "I'm concerned about your wife." And I said, "Why are you concerned about my wife?" "Well, because she's got dyslexia. I'm not sure she can pass my tests or my class." And I said, "Sir, you have absolutely no problem with my wife. She's got purpose. She's got passion. She's got pursuit. But I will tell you this, you do have a problem in your class." He said, "I do?" "Well, I'd never been to his class yet, so how would I know?" I said, "Yes, you do." And I said, "Well, what's the problem?" He said, "Sir, you're looking at it. Because unlike my wife, who has the purpose, passion, and pursuit, I don't. I have no interest in hard sciences, kinesiology, pathology, no thank youology."
Yeah.
I'm a soft science person. I communicate. I have a degree in communication and another in psychology. I've been a pastor in my background. I've also been a child evangelist with focus on ventriloquism. I'm the mouth. I don't do hard science. Well, as I started to get into sciences and learning what sciences were all about, especially anatomy, I fell in love.
Wow.
I fell in love with the human body to find out how intricately we are designed and to just be able to see that amazing amount. I had no clue. And so I went from a total dislike in school, in junior high and such. I would avoid sciences and whatnot. The day they did dissecting, I made sure I was ill. But now I came back and was like, okay, I see I missed the boat. If I would have known at age 19 what I learned above 50, I would have done this a long time ago, and that's probably my only regret.
Mm-hmm.
And, but we then went through school, and it was time to take the NBLEX exam. And we went and did that. Well, my wife has dyslexia. She can't pass the test. She started first, and then they called me in. I looked at the test, and it was like, I didn't study for this. This isn't what I studied. And I went through the test, and by the end of the test, I knew I had failed. I was 100% convinced that I had failed. I walked out of the door, and there's a piece of paper laying on his face out on the counter. I knew that paper was for me, and I knew on the other side of it would have this big letter word that said, fail. I turned it over looking for any F words. No, not those kind.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for any words that begin with the letter F, and there wasn't any. It was letter P.
Wow.
I had passed. I yelped, and then I gulped. If I had this much trouble, I can only imagine my wife. So, of the two of us, I'm what's called an emotional male. If there's somebody that cries at something, it's going to be me, and I'm okay with that. Well, I went down where she was down on the first level, and she was in tears. Great. Are these tears of joy, or are these tears of sorrow? I got close, and she said one word, pass.
Wow.
And at that point, we then were both massage therapists, full time. And we started out at the, I'm just trying to, we started out at the water store, Fountain of Youth water store. It was around for years. If you happen to, it sounds look
down right next to this. Is it the stationery place now, or next to Stable of Spice?
No, it was at one point.
Yeah.
Beyond that point, when they were more close to further down Rushmore Road, next to the pizza place.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. You're familiar.
Yep.
Okay. And we decided to work together, and the room that we had, we got a negative review on that room. From that. It had nothing to do with the service, it was the room. And the statement was, I've never had a massage in a utility closet before. It wasn't a utility closet, but in all fairness to the one that left that review, it sure looked like one. The utility closet was the one right behind, but
it was small and
it was
utilitarian, right?
It was small. That was our first step. Do you want me to go on and how we got here?
Well, yeah, continue. Yeah.
Okay. So then after that, about 8 months in, when we first got started, my wife gave away business cards and whatnot to all the local chiropractors, physical therapists, body workers and whatnot, because we know that's a great way to get leads. We got 0 leads from that effort. 0 leads. 8 months later, the owners of the water store said that it was their time to retire. And they wanted us to take over the water store, which would have been fine, except for I did not feel compelled to take over the water store. So I asked them for 30 days that we could pray about it and just see where things were directed. The very next week, we got a call from a chiropractor. This is 8 months in a week. I don't know about you guys in your organization and whatnot, but I know I don't keep business cards for 8 months, let alone a week later.
I do.
Okay, fair enough. I'm glad you've got that organization.
Box somewhere.
I mean, this is my drawer. I go through them every so often, but yes, yep.
Okay, so I'm not that organized. But here we got a call 8 months and 1 week later. We're looking for a massage therapist. And said, I'm sorry, we can't help you. I said, wait, what? I said, well, my wife and I are both massage therapists. So you would need to be looking for a massage therapist, plural, rather than singular. I said, well, we have 2 rooms. I said, well, then we have a conversation. We got together and we decided that it would be good to move in a positive direction. They said, fill out a email of everything you would need to move in and send it to us. And we'll let you know from that. Well, we did exactly that, got an email reply back. Every point that we had made was 100% no. Well, we're not going to go to the chiropractors. So we decided, well, we'll open up our own clinic. Found a great place to open our own clinic and whatnot, and talked to the landlord. Landlord said, drop an email of everything you would need to move in. We'll roll it into your rent, and we will move forward. We did exactly that, to which we got the response back, I was talking basic. Well, that was another door shut. I turned to God and I said, God, you took me to South Dakota, a place I would never live. I remember being over in Spokane. Today in South Dakota, it will be a negative 45.
Only for a couple days.
It'll be 45 the next day, so.
Or 60.
Well, while over in Spokane, I just didn't want to really play with that. And now here I am. And then as it relates to massage, this is not a trade I would choose. We need a place to practice. He told me to send the exact same email that I'd sent to the chiropractor the week before back again. The likelihood of getting anything other than a no was like not possible.
No, that'd be 0, yeah.
Well, we did exactly that. Got a response back. Everything that they had said the week before that was no was now yes.
Okay.
So we joined the chiropractor, and then from there we stayed with them for about 2 years, and then decided to move into our own place here. The best part about this happens to be what you covered up there, but when you're doing massage, it's really important. What am I pointing at? The window.
Yep.
Yeah, the window is so essential to massage, and most massage therapists, they live in
a box. Yeah.
that doesn't have any windows, and it really does wreak havoc with the massage therapists. So,
Yes. Yeah, well, congratulations. I'm glad you followed the heart all the way through, and that's always the way it works, right?
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
One closes, another one opens. You just keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Exactly.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So what do you love about Rapid City, doing business here? What's good or bad or whatever about business in Rapid City?
The hills. I love the hills. I come from the Pacific Northwest. You know that's going to have to be my answer.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it's not a flat place, because the beauty of the hills is really important to me. At the moment, it's a small town, although according to projections, that's not going to stay that way.
Yeah.
It is nice that it's small. So I'll say it, while it's still small, it's nice, but the people here are also are friendly, good connection people overall. I mean, there are moments. I have my own moments. So,
Nice. Any challenges of doing business in Rapid City?
well, the biggest challenge was we had no financing when we first started. 0 financing. So we had to figure out a way to start a business without any support. And that was probably the biggest challenge for us. But obviously, 5 years later, that challenge was met and we succeeded, even though we were told by some individuals, don't start a massage therapist practice in Rapid City. It's too competitive. You will fail. Well, if we failed forward because we are very successful. In fact, one of the most successful massage therapists in Rapid City.
There you go.
And like think of like, because you see all the lights and all the different. So you have you go into the different types of massage. But I think it's interesting, like, is it the lymph nodes and that and kind of what you guys do? Do you guys do? Is it lymphatic clean?
So what my wife does is what's called lymphatic massage. That's one of them.
Okay.
Then we also have a machine that we use called a lymphatic fluid management system.
Okay.
And that, they're basic, and I actually do that one as well, but starts with the colon, and basically you're just flushing the toxins out and whatnot, getting the flow of your whole organs and everything like that going. And that's...
No, definitely intrigued. We can definitely have to do that. So is that something that you do once a month, or is it, do you have a kind of ring?
Depends on if you're doing it as a maintenance mode type situation, then probably. But if you are dealing with things like cancer or other things like that, some serious illnesses and such, this can be very beneficial to the recovery process. I'm not going to say we can cure cancer because obviously that could cause trouble, but I will say it's very beneficial to the healing process.
Yeah, like I said, our bodies are amazing.
Yeah.
What we can do.
Yeah. We allow our bodies to do what they can do. They can do a whole lot more than what we think they can do.
That's, we're really touching the tip of it, I think. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm a big massage person. It's like, I dated somebody, or she did it every 2 weeks at least.
She likes all the different kinds.
I do. Yep. I just met with his sister and did the water massage.
She'd want to?
Yeah.
So over on your right there, underneath the blue towel, just go ahead and reach on in there. The black, bring out the black rock. There is a hot stone. If you're, well, it's not hot right now. I haven't heated it up.
Oh, really?
Or is it hot?
It's warm.
It's warm, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's been covered underneath the heating.
So that's a hot stone. That's something we use. And then right next to it is a piece of wood.
Yeah, the bamboo stick.
And that's hot bamboo. Have you heard of hot bamboo?
I know, but I was on your site and lifted that, and that's interesting. Yeah, I have not ever done that technique.
Yeah. So, and then just right behind you, here's another technique you probably haven't got. You see that the tool that looks like a Milwaukee bow rod?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. No, I have one. Oh, I don't have this one.
Yeah.
This is Milwaukee.
Yeah. This is different than a Theragun. A Theragun is more of a deep tissue, get in there type thing. It's all done by vibration. And so it's a very light. And I will introduce it. Sometimes I have clients that, no, I don't think I like it, largely because of the noise. It's not a quiet tool. Then I have other clients that the reason they come here is because of that tool right there.
Yeah.
So we have been able to give people greater mobility than what they've been able to get in 20, 30 years elsewhere. And and that's in the hips as well as in the arms. So.
Yeah, that's quite a statement.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big thing. Just even the mobility part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you go out and look, so we've been in practice, November will be 5 years. We have over almost 500 five-star reviews on Google. That's not normal.
Well, right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a Google review person, because it's like, I was like, why do you? It's like, well, because people can kind of give you that insight, and you want to kind of look at it, but
yeah, and if you look at our Google reviews, it's not just nice massage, good job,
Yep.
It's not a virtual high five. They get in depth and they really take the deep dive into, and when a client will take the time to really invest their time into that response,
that means something.
That's saying something.
oh, it is. Yeah, it definitely does.
100%. Well, thanks, guys, so much for being here with us today. We appreciate you telling us your story and about your business.
You're welcome. And thank you for having me as well.
100%.
Yeah, I look exploring a little bit more on your website.
There we go.
Get in here.
There we go. All right, everybody, thanks so much for listening to the Black Hills Small Business Podcast this week. See you next time.
Bye. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as we did.
We'll put all the contact information of every business in the show notes or the description below. Be sure to check them out and support our local small businesses.